Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now today's episode is it's like super informational, but it's not more of like a me telling you kind of informational. It's gonna be like you watching me kind of informational video, because at the same time what I'm doing is that I'm recording, but I'm also studying and I'm also preparing. Look, when it comes to Top Drives, I mean, play the game how you want, but the way that I play Top Drives, I like to think many steps in advance, okay? Just to like not feel overwhelmed, because this can be a very overwhelming game. So the number one thing that I want to look at, the number one thing I want to hone in upon are the ultra rares going down to super rare. Now, this is Top Drives Club. If you want to go check it out, link in the description below. You can go to Top Drives Club, and there's like this new tab called PL15 changes where you can check out. Now, I know that I've given Top Drives Club a little bit of like, criticism in the past of how they never updated their pictures, but I mean, credit where credit is due. This is absolutely amazing. This is ridiculous. This is an incredible amount of work. Whoever did this, I'm not sure if it was just one guy or if there's a team behind, uploading all of these changes with the new pictures, did an incredible job. Seriously, like hands down to whoever was in charge of this, great job to you. Because even then, like, look at this, like you've already put all the new pictures of the PL15, versions of these older cars. Like, there are two ways, okay? When we move into the new update, there are going to be two ways I'm going to call it. It's either going to be a PL15 car, which is completely new, or a PL14 car, or I'm going to call it PL14 car, okay? A PL14 car with PL15 changes. So for example, like this Alfa Romeo is a PL14 car with a PL15 change. Because if you just call it legacy car, like it could apply to any rarity. Well, I guess calling it a PL14 car, PL15, to me it just makes more sense, so I'm just going to say it that way. Maybe I'll try and accustom myself to saying, oh, that's a legacy, like what do you call it, legacy ultra rare or a legacy super rare? I feel like it would make more sense to me to call it a legacy super rare, since it's already a super rare. But I feel like to more people it would make more sense to call it a legacy ultra rare that is now super rare. So to get rid of that confusion, I'm just gonna say that there's PL15 cars and then there are PL14 cars with PL15 changes. So I'm gonna do this studying, and then you guys can watch how I do it. Maybe you do it the same, but yeah, I'm basically planning for the future and how I'm going to look at my garage. So today I want to see all the ultra rares that are moving down to super rare. Okay, so I'm gonna give it an initial look first to see all of the changes for the cars dropping down, and then I need to give myself a mental note of how many ultra rares I have in my garage that are moving down. Not because I want to know how many new super rares I'm going to have, I want to know how many ultra rare tokens I'm going to have. Now, my job is a little easier than some of you because all of my ultra rares are maxed. Which means that when I can just count like my numbers, right? If I have 33, oh, I have 33 ultra rares going down out of 33 fuses. If that makes sense, like I would be able to max 33 new ultra rares in PL15. Some of you guys might have 2-star ultra rares here and there going down. That will make it a lot more confusing, let's be honest. So yeah, max or nothing makes things a lot easier for me. So let's begin. Alfa Romeo Tipo 33 Stradale. Obviously, for each change over here, I'm also going to talk about whether I agree or disagree with the change. Some of these cars may have MRA changes that is not listed here. That's very hard to predict, honestly, the MRA changes. You don't know until you actually have the car in the game and you can test it yourself. So we only have information like handling change due to 60 change, or things like that. So Alfa Romeo Tipo, okay, moving down from 52 to 49. I didn't see this one coming, to be honest. It's a good ultra rare. I mean, it's a very niche ultra rare, the Tipo 33 Stradale. If it doesn't get any changes to its weight or anything like that, I think it'll be one of the best super rares for the car park, one of the best super rares for perhaps even the hairpin. One of the best super rares, yeah, mainly just for the car park, because that was always a car park specialist, wasn't it? It was pretty good in slalom as well, although it didn't handle that well. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good car. Looking forward to that. Definitely going to insta-max it when it goes to super rare. The Aston Martin DBAR1, when I mean insta-max, means I'm gonna use the tokens that I have, right, on that car. DBAR1 moving down to a super rare, I can see that, to be fair. The only reason why the DBAR1 was ultra rare in PL14 then prior was because it had a really high top speed. But I think Hutch finally realized, wow, without MRA, you know, the high top speed is irrelevant, right? So the DB-AR1 moving down to super rare, I get that. The DB3S was a huge change. From 5 handling, you're telling me it went down from 59 to 49, which is a massive change. Now, we don't know if the DB3S is going to remain with its current MRA. The current MRA of the DB3S is 88 MRA, okay? So we know that the top speed is going to stay the same. If the DB3S still has 88 MRA in PL15, that is going to be probably the best dragster for the super rares. I was definitely going to beat the Miura, I believe. So the DB3S is going to be fantastic if the MRA stays the same. Handling change, hey, you know what? That's no big deal, to be honest, because it's a dragster anyway. But honestly, right now with 80 handling, the fact that it's able to hit like I think 88 or whatever right now, I can use it on the fast circuit, but with this handling nerf, it's definitely not going to be used on the fast circuit anymore. The 2 Bentleys going down from ultra rare to super rare makes so much sense. So happy that's going down. H2R would be a really good super rare too, I believe. I mean, over here we can see that they're kind of raising the standard for RQ49 performance tire cars, and that's kind of like the thing for the entirety of this changes in the RQ. It seems that the standard for performance tire, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, and slick tire cars have been increased. In the fact that, you know, RQ79 cars in PL15 are way better than RQ79 cars now. That being said though, even though they raised the standard for the performance tire, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, and slick tires, the cars with standard tires and all surface tires, the standard for that has dropped. Right? Because a lot of off-roaders that are ultra are going up to epic, and a lot of, you know, standard tire cars that are ultra are going up to epic. So that is kind of like, oh, that means that an RQ66 standard in PL14 is actually going to be better than an RQ66 standard in PL15, which is kind of sad. I'm looking at you, Citroen Metropolis, because you're a piece of shit. Or even better, an RQ64 standard tire car in PL14 is way better than an RQ64 standard tire car in PL15. You know what I mean? So they raised the standard in some cases, and then they lowered the standard in other cases, which is, you know, bizarre. If you want to raise the standard in one place, just raise it everywhere, you know, make it coherent. But you know what, Hutch things in interesting ways. The Cadillac Escalades are moving down as well. I can see those. The Escalade, this one in particular from 2011, the one that isn't a pickup truck, I think will be really good, especially for a dragster. It's got the low 0 to 60, you know, that we really want in a dragster, and that's about it. I mean, it's got no top speed, but no SUV within this like range of RQ has a top speed anyway. Well, I say that we are going to talk about the G500 later, because that is going to be the best, but the Escalade may be the best American. The Chrysler 300 is finally moving down as well. It is the only American Frontier ultra rare I don't have, and I guess I won't be able to say that anymore because it's going down. The Crossfire SRT6 Coupe is going down as well, which is yeah, I can see that. Once again, you know, they're raising the standard for what it means to be a performance tire 49 RQ super rare. So these are all kind of, they all make sense, right? Cars like the Crossfire, the 300, the H2R, the Infinity is going down. Okay, both of them. Wow. Okay, well, the Q60, here's the thing, if the Q60 remains the same MRA that it has in PL14, this will be probably one of the best super rares. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but it would be a great dragster. But then again, if the handling is going to increase, you probably want to go 233. It'll be a pretty decent hybrid, I would say. It's like a, what, a 4.2, 4.391, something like that. Not too bad. Jaguar Xjr moving down makes sense. That's a trash car. G500. Now this one, I can already tell you that the Mercedes-Benz G500 is going to be Blossom choice for sure. I don't think there's going to be any better. Like, that's the best, like, hill climb, dragster, all surface tire kind of car. That definitely is going to be the best. It's the low 0 to 60. It has the highest top speed. The handling is irrelevant. I can tell you right now that's a front runner for the new Blossom choice. Obviously Blossom choice is getting an overhaul, right? Complete overhaul. Nissan 370Z going down. Okay, 208. Solstice would be a good one. Solstice would be a really good one. The Clio 220, this used to to be a super rare back in the day, went up to ultra, back to super you go. TVR is going down, 640 is going down, caliber, that is obviously going down. A big surprise for the 640D actually, from 53 to 48 is a pretty big decrease. I think it'll be a pretty decent car. I mean, the TVR will be a pretty good car as well. In fact, a way better car, honestly. But the 640D, I feel like I just have a slight bias to it, mainly because I know that it's one of the few diesel cars to my disposal, right? So it has a niche over there. But yeah, when you look at it, the 0 to 60 is pretty weak. Infinity is moving. That's the big one, right? 68 to 48. Mainly because it's going from standard tires to performance tires, and the handling isn't getting any sort of buff. So it's gonna be like a, I don't know what the 0 to 60 is going to be, maybe like a 4.5 85 kind of car. It'll have medium ground clearance. I feel like it will still have its niches. It's a saloon, it's medium ground clearance, definitely going to have its niches. So I won't say it's a bad car. It's a big downgrade, but I won't see that as a nerf, to be fair, because I think a lot of people will be able to max out the Infiniti G35 now, because nobody would max it as an epic, but as a super rare, hey, a lot of people are going to do that. I know if you're Corn, you probably max it as an epic. I mean, you did. The Infiniti Q60 moving down makes sense. The Infiniti QX30, like I said, like Infiniti and Lotus are the two main brands that are absolutely getting shafted, and it's the same one over here. But I gotta say, you know, the QX30 is gonna be 4-wheel drive. It's gonna be standard tires, you know, like I'm looking forward to this. It's actually looking pretty good. The Maserati Ghibli 52 to 48, okay, that makes sense. The Ghibli Cup, that makes sense. I mean, there are a lot of really crappy ultra rares in here that just make so much sense, so I'm really happy about that, you know. Like the Ghibli Cup, the Trans M35, the Porsche Cayman, the Volkswagen Golf, the M5, the Camaro Z28. All of these cars absolutely garbage. The Ford Mustang 2.3, I gotta say though, is going to be pretty nice. 5.5 83. That's a good one, to be fair. For RQ47, I'm looking forward to that for sure. Honda Civic is moving up the ranks, honestly. Wow, 38 to 47, way lower 0 to 60, and the handling is great. I mean, what you're gonna see in this Honda Civic is gonna be, I believe it's medium ground clearance, 85 handling. That might be a pretty good car. I mean, it ain't no ELR, but it's still pretty strong. Hummer H3T is moving down as well. The Lotus Esprit, yeah, because that's gonna get an MRA cut for sure. It has good MRA right now, it shouldn't. The SX Turbo going down, the Shamal, the Benz E500 is going down. Now, if the Benz E500 remains 88 MRA as it is in PL14, that would be pretty good. Medium ground clearance, saloon, you know, good MRA, and I see the niches for this car, right? But yeah, definitely deserves to go down. The Buick is going down as well with a massive cut to the handling. The Daytona, I mean, a lot of people know about this already. I mean, it's getting a massive MRA cut, right? Massive MRA cut. The 0 to 60 as well. I mean, from 4.7 to 58. However, in this picture it says 5.1, so I'm a little confused. But yeah, it's a massive downgrade. B53 to C46. Escorts moving up. And now, one thing I've heard a lot of people say in my Discord server is, oh, you know, all these changes is basically like they're destroying the car, you know, like for the Ford Escort Rally Spec, for example. I heard a lot of people say, oh, this car's ruined now, you know, because it's a super rare. Here's the thing, I won't say that it's ruined. I disagree, to be fair. I don't think it's ruined at all. I think that, you know, the meta is changing, so I don't think nothing is ruined. Like, the thing is, right, if the Ford Escort was one of like 10 cars to change, then I would say, yeah, the car has been ruined. But like, we're talking in this situation in PL15 where every car is moving. The entire meta is shifting, right? A meta car in PL14 is not going to be a meta car in PL15, most likely, you know. Blossom Choice, that's gonna have to change from the ground up. I think you're gonna see like an entire new class. So yeah, the Ford Escort moving up. I don't think the car is ruined. I think it's a new chapter in the life of the Ford Escort. You know what I mean? It's still gonna be a good car, but it's moved up. It's moved up a grade. It's moved up a level. You know what I mean? Everyone has either moved up or down a level. The entire meta has changed, guys. I don't think any car has truly been ruined over here. I'm sure there's some. Still, there are always exceptions, but I don't think there are a lot of cars that have been ruined. Right? The Ford Explorer is moving up as well. Performance tires is standard. It's gonna be a 80 handling 4-wheel drive standard tires entire car with medium ground clearance, or I think it's high. No, it's high ground clearance. That's gonna be a really good car. The 645 moving down, the M45 moving down. Looking forward to the Countach moving down as well. I think it's gonna get a massive MRA cut though. This is a big one. The Murano Gtc. From all surface tires to performance tires, the acceleration is decreasing to 6.8 seconds. It says 6.7 over here, and the handling stays about more or less the same. I gotta be honest, you're not really killing the car over here. I don't know if the MRA is going to change. This car is known for having pretty good MRA, but I think that's going to be a pretty decent car to use. I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be about 84 handling. 0 to 60 is going to be like 5.6, maybe 5.5, no 5.6, 5.7, something like that. It's going to be a very niche car, but I'm looking forward to this one. The Murano, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Caterham is moving up. That is massive, by the way. 78 handling with standard tires. I mean, yeah, that's going to be 86 handling with like 5.5, no, like 5.9, 0 to 60, something like that. Like that's gonna be very, very impressive. Looking forward to that. Might be a front runner for Blossom Choice. This is a big one too. The Lotus Elise 1.6. But now we're getting out of hand because these are cars that aren't ultra rares. They're moving up from rare to super rare. So I want to talk about the ones moving down, right? So the BMW going down, that makes a lot of sense, right? That car is trash. The Mitsubishi, wow, the PHEV is going down as well. Handling's getting a massive cut. The 0 to 60 is getting a massive cut. The Hummer H3 is going down. The Infiniti M35 is going down. We haven't even seen the G. There it is. The G37 is going down as well. Handling is getting cut. Top speed is getting cut. The tires are changing. Absolutely incredible. The time of the Infiniti is genuinely over. The Lamborghini Countach LP400S, I kind of just want to laugh at everybody that told me like this car is actually like good, because look at where it has fallen. 52 to 43, an acceleration nerf. I think it's an MRA cut as well if it's going down that far. I mean, it's funny, right? The Thanos Countach is staying where it is, but the Countach LP400S is going down, and the Countach LP500S is going down as well, which is very, very interesting. And I think that is the lowest note. We got one more here, the Infiniti G35 from 59 to 41. Oh dear. 5.7 to 6.2. I mean, once again, these Infinitis, although they're absolutely getting massacred, like at least their saloons, at least their medium ground clearances, they will have their uses come PL15. But the last thing I want to do now we've reviewed all the cars moving down, I want to know how many ultra rare tokens I'm going to have. So I'm just going to do a quick count and give myself a mental note, just so like I know, like for all the ultra rares coming up, how many of them I can just max out immediately, because I'm getting the tokens from all the ultra rares I have right now going down, right? So let's do a count together. All right, comment down in the comments below. Predict how many tokens you think I'm gonna have. I have a lot of max ultra rares. You guys know this already. Okay, so let's check it out. Alfa Romeo Tipo Stradale, that's gonna be 1. Aston 2. DB3S 3, 4. I got 2 of those. 5 Bentley, 6 Bentley, 7 BMW. 8 Cadillac, 9 Cadillac. I don't have the Chrysler. 10 Chrysler. Well, I don't have 309. I have the other one. So yeah, 10 Chrysler. 11 G37. 12 Q60. 13 Jag. All right, we're on 13 right now. I don't have the Merc. 13 on the Jag. 14 Nissan. 15 Peugeot. 16 and 17 Pontiac. 16, 17, right? 16, 17. 18 TVR. 19, 20 BMW. 21 Caliber. 22 Q60. 23 QX30. 24 Ghibli. 25. No, I don't have that. So we're on 24. Yeah, 24. And then 25 Trans Am. 26 Cayman. 27 Golf. I have that one. 28 Camaro. 29 2.3. 30 Hummer. 31 32 Skip. 33 34 35 and 36 2 Daytona. So we're on 36. 37 38 39 40. See, the thing is, right, I don't have a lot of duplicates of these cars because they're all trash, so I kind of just have one each because, you know, it's the collection. So we're on 40, right? 40 BMW 650i. So I have 40 max ultras. I have 40 ultras coming down, but we're not done yet. 40, and I have 41 Hummer, 42 Infiniti, 43 Mitsubishi Outlander, Wait. Because if these, if these ultra rares go down, I get ultra rare tokens. Right? Yes. Yes, okay, because I was confused because if ultra rares go down, you get ultra rare tokens. But if ultra rares go up, you also get ultra rare tokens? That makes sense, right? Because if super rares go up, you get super rare tokens. And then if super rares go down, you get super rare tokens. And then if an epic goes up, you get epic tokens. And then if an epic goes down, you also get epic tokens. So you get epic tokens from 2 avenues, I think. Oh god, I didn't think about this. I counted about the epics yesterday. Now, but I think this makes sense. I think this makes sense. So 43 from the Outlander, right? 43 on the Outlander, and then 44 on the G37. 44 on the G37. I don't have this Lambo, for good reason. 45 on the G35, and that's it. Okay, so I have 45. I can max out 45 ultra rares from my ultra rares going down, but I'll also have more from more ultra rare tokens from the ultra rares that move up, because you get those when they move up to epic. Okay, so yeah, I got this is really confusing. Okay, so 43. It's 43, isn't it? You see, top drives can be a confusing game, guys. Seriously. But like I said, this is like an informative video, but you can watch me as well. So I have 43 from B to C, basically, right? From B to C, I got 43. Now I need to count how many of my C's are going to B to see if I have enough to clear the deficit. I hope this all makes sense for everybody. Okay, let me count. So Subaru, so I just need 43 or less. Subaru 1, Honda 2, Flex 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, because I have 5 of those, 29, 30, 31, don't have this. Yeah, this is a pain in the butt that I don't have the BRZ now. 31. 31? I think I'm 31. 34, 35, 36, 37. 37. Okay, good. I'm on, alright, good. I'm making profit. Okay, so 37. So I have 43 ultra rares going down, 37 super rares coming up, and like I said, everything I have is fully upgraded, so this is really easy for me, because then I know that I can max out, since I have 43 ultra rares going down, I can max out 43 ultra rares worth, because I'll have 43 ultra rare maxes worth of tokens. Does that make sense? So yeah, 37 minus 43, math, 6, right? It's 6. So right now I have a profit of 6. I can max out 6 more ultra rares to my choosing, which means that if I can get like 6 of the BRZs, that would be great. Then I can just max them all out with the remaining tokens. Okay, yeah. So I'll have to do this for epics as well. This is a lot to take in. Okay, this is a lot to take in, but for the most part, like, I'm really happy to see the cars going down. The performance tire ones I don't have an issue with. It's usually when we get to the higher ranks with the standard tire and all surface tire cars moving up to epic, that's when I have more of an issue. But seeing these new super rares come down, because like when a car changes in rarity, to me that's a completely new car, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to that, guys. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you found this informative. Let me know if you do this with your own garage as well, you know, got to plan out for the future and all that kind of stuff. This took 20 minutes, and this is just for, you know, ultra rares going down and super rares going up. I gotta do this for like the epics. I gotta do this with the ultra rares going up and the epics going down, and the epics going up and the legendaries going down, right? And I gotta do this for the rares going up and the super rares going down, and then anything under rare, I don't give a crap. So yeah, okay, good stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville Atlantic. Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop that look. Swing it side to side as we slow dance to the night. When I'll hold your perfect hand and take you out just for a ride. We'll share milkshakes at the diner and rebel at every hour. We can watch a drive-in movie, then have romance in the shower. Sleek my hair, light a lucky cig, lucky strike. Have a bowl at the bowling rig, lucky strike. Get some Elvis, play that J-House rock, jazzy. Spread the groove all around the block, jazzy. Boy, it must be good to be living in the 50s. A time just past the war and just before the hippies. Imagine being rich with just a single dollar. Cars were meant for charming and girls were called my darling. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Imagine what it felt to be the first Asian rock and roll star. That would be so surreal.